Right. I should normally be getting home around about 7:30 at night, but I'm home. I don't even know what time it is. It's still daylight outside because thanks to coronavirus and some people eating bats and stuff, I now don't have a job. That's right. I'll be made redundant. Finito, fired, gone, boom, with a week's notice because I'm still on my probation period. I mean, I was kind of hoping what's his name? I always forget Boris Johnson's name. What Boris Johnson's done with the whole, we'll cover 80% of pay for people that are employed. But what most people don't know, well, what my job has told me, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, is that the employer still has to pay 20% of that, of what your pay. So you should be getting 100% of your pay. I mean, which is just a bit like mind-boggling. Like, I was prepared that I might lose my job, but I just wasn't prepared for my company to be so, like, I don't really want to swear, but the S word, insert there. But because like that, I have a month's I have 6 months probation period, which means like if things aren't going right, they can give me a week's notice and I'll leave. But the thing is, I've been doing really well at my company. Coronavirus really hit this month. So literally only the first 2 weeks of this month, like I managed to make money for the company. I made $5,000. They can't, pay 20% of, what I earn so I can still get paid and have a job. Or even so they paid me like a week's redundancy. They felt like I had to do like a meeting on the phone and they're like, oh yeah, as of today, you're redundant, and they're paying me in lieu. So basically it means that, I get paid a week's worth of work and I'm not going to go in. So they literally are like, you're gone by, you need to leave. Like to over 60 people in this company. And also this company is quite a big American company and they just bought loads of other little bits, like other different companies. So obviously when they all joined together, they were like to some people, oh, we got this amazing new job for you. Like it's basically we're under the same umbrella, but it's technically for a different company. And obviously if you do that, then you're on probation. Everyone that's on probation. So people that were with the company for like 2 years, but then when the company joined forces, they're now gone. I don't know what to do because the government have said if you're renting, like no one that is renting will be, evicted. But that's all they've said. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean, oh, I'm accumulating debt? What does it I need to know because most people are going to be at home, like chilling, just watching Netflix, having like a month of work up to like 3 months of work, self-isolating. But I've got to be out there trying to find jobs. I need to pay rent. I mean, I'm in probably one of the worst industries. I'm in the, audio industry, like for events. There is no events, nothing for foreseeable future at the moment. No one's hiring. So that kind of literally the only jobs that are hiring at the moment are supermarkets and the services like ambulance, hospitals, although I've got transferable skills, so if anyone is hiring anyone, then please, maybe I should try and find a job as, a DJ, welcome to Corona FM, where if you are unemployed or freelance, join this sinking ship. Like, my mind is, I've just got in and I just wanted to vent, because I was just like, to the company, they were like, oh yeah, we looked into this 80% scheme that the company's doing, but we're not gonna do what the 80% that the government's doing. And I was like, well, why? It was like, well, because we don't think that the industry is going to pick back up until October, which is, of course, ladies and gentlemen, a lie. As soon as people will be allowed out again, the events industry will probably start back up. But my thing is that so they give me a week's worth of pay for free, basically. And that is 20% of a month's pay, pretty much. So I'm just like, well, why not even just sign up for this for just a month? Just to give me time, because I've not done anything wrong. It's not like I've set fire to the place, punched someone in the face, or swore at a client. I've been quite good, if I'm honest. I am amazing, but I'm just like how dare you? Where's that come from? It's like I hate people who just do the minimum. This is what the law requires. We'll get rid of everyone that has a week's notice. Bye. I know why they did it, because they're a big company. So what they're hoping is that loads of people that are in the industry that I am, loads of companies might fold. And then what their plan is to buy all those companies up. That is what they're planning. So they're trying to get as much money back in so they can buy those companies out once, you know, things go back to normal. I mean, in one fell swoop, they probably saved over £500,000 by firing all those people. But that's such a crappy thing to do. I don't really want to work for anyone anymore. I do. If you've got a job for me, hit me up. But are you in the same boat? Have you lost your job? Are you cushy? I mean, I'm jealous if you're cushy. I mean, I'm more annoyed at myself that I left my old job, where obviously I've been there for more than my probation period, and I would be okay at the moment. But it's annoying because I just wanted to save. So my old job, I was working like 300 hours a week. All my money was going on rent. I had no time for myself or money. And this job were like, well, we give you time and money. The time thing didn't really work out, but I was having some money to save up. And now that money that I've saved up, that I was going to use to get a bike, and to be specific, a Honda CB125R. Just so I could get some freedom, I'm now having to spend that on living, like just to pay rent, because the government hasn't said what they're going to do for renters. Are you in the same place? Have you lost your job? Like, luckily, my girlfriend has gone up to Scotland because her mum has been able to offer her a job full time at the moment, which will, with overtime, may just about cover rent. But are you in this situation? Like, have you got like, does your other half lost their job as well? Like, do you have any advice? You know what the government's doing for renting? Like, this is just such a horrible situation to be in. Like, I wish the government will go, if you just lost your job, we will pay you 80% as your employers should have done just over this time period, because there is no jobs. What am I meant to do if I can't get a job at Tesco or a pharmacy somewhere? Like, my company have dragged this out just long enough that most of the people that are hiring are no longer hiring. Like, I just feel a bit like, not used, but just a bit like kicked aside. Like, I hate, like, it's obviously, the decisions come from way high up top, because the person that fired me was the person that also hired me, and he was really happy with it. And you get to tell that he was obviously broken, because he's had to do this 60 times today. Like, what do I do? What? I don't know. Maybe I should start a cooking channel on YouTube with the ingredients I have left in my house. Won't be much. I could do roast potatoes pretty good. I am banging at roast potatoes. I mean, don't tell anyone this, but at Christmas, we'd gone round to my girlfriend's brother's house, because he'd just bought a house and he's hosting Christmas, and he had his girlfriend's family over, and one of them was like, oh, I'm cooking potatoes. I do potatoes amazingly. I'm doing 2 different types of potatoes. I'm doing one for all the vegetarians, and then I'm doing the most delicious potatoes in the world with goose fat. Right? And I was like, right, you can do pretty banging potatoes with vegetable oil. And I was just, in my head, I was pretty much, well, this better not be shite. Basically, like, I know, like, people are watching Jamie Oliver, look at all this goose fat and it looks lovely. That's not the secret to good potatoes. You do not want soggy potatoes, and I'm not going to lie, I hope no one of my girlfriend's family sees this, because they were soggy potatoes. Like, soggy potatoes. Just disappointing. What you do is you get a pan with like a tiny bit of oil along the bottom, put that in the oven, boil your potatoes for 10 minutes, take them out, drain the water, put the lid on, shake it 3 times, get 2 cloves of garlic, or more if you like garlic, crack them, put them in the pan, get the pan out of oil on, it's now really hot, put the potatoes in, spoon some of the oil on top, whack them in the oven for about half an hour, take them out, turn them over, spoon some more oil over the top, and whack them in for another 20 minutes. Like, literally, do not touch or open the oven during this time. Critical. But yeah. And that is how I became unemployed, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, well, I'm halfway to recovery because I've got a cup of tea. Solves most things. And I'll inform you of what I'm going to do with my future. If you have any help, or if you're on the same boat, please comment below. Let's talk ourselves through this. Because we're only allowed to go for a walk once a day. So what we're going to do for the rest of the day, comment on this video and talk. That's what we're going to do. And job hunt, because I'm unemployed. Oh, I have to claim. Oh, I hate, going to the job centre. Did it once before, did not like it. Oh, universal credit. But it's okay because the government have added £1,000 onto that a year, which equivalates to like £90 more. I think last time I was on universal credit, it was like £120 a month. It's not enough to live off. But hey, let's be positive. You've got your tea. You can finally not have to wear a suit and tie each day. Why bloody hell am I still wearing my tie? Hate ties. And the top button. Who invented a top button? Oh yes, you don't look like you're strangulated enough. And my shoes. Oh, look at my trainers again. Oh, yes. Oh. No more black shoes or ties or top buttons. Until I get my next job, that is. But I'm going to go now because I'm waffling. Keep happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Okay, I'm going to go now. Please share your thoughts. Bye.